Today we will discuss MSQ type questions. MSQ means multiple selection questions in JEE Advanced 2024 Paper 1 Section 2. Now let's go to the question number 5. Set S is given of the form A plus B root 2 and T1 and T2 another two sets are given. Then which of the following statements is or are true? That means one or more than one options are correct. So here all the options are important. So read the options properly. First option, Z intersection the given two sets is a subset of the first set, and B is the second set intersection and interval is equals to 5, that means empty set. And C option, the third set and intersection of an interval is not equals to 5, that means non-empty. D, for any given A, B belongs to Z, complex number is given, and it is mentioned that is belongs to Z if and only B equals to 0, where I equals to root minus 1, that means the imaginary number or iota complex number. So to solve this, we need to know about sets, binomial theorem, sequence, and complex number. First of all, use the binomial theorem, and using that we can write T1 and T2 set in a simplified manner. So first, -1 plus root 2 whole to the power n. If we use the binomial theorem, we will get -1 to the power n plus nc1 -1 to the power n minus 1 into root 2 plus nc2 -1 to the power n minus 2 root 2 whole square, so on up to ncn, that means 1 root 2 whole to the power n. And if we solve this, you will get sum of the root 2 will be as it is, and sum of the root 2 will be an integer like the form of 2, 4, etc. And nc1, nc2 are already integers, and -1 to the power any power means either +1 or -1. So you can clearly write it as the form of p plus q root 2, where p and q are integers. Similarly, if we write similarly if we write 1 plus root 2 whole to the power n, say m1 plus m2 root 2, where m1 and m2 are belongs to z, using the binomial theorem only. So we can write t1 and t2 in the form of some a plus b root 2, where a, b are integers, which is a form of s only. So not equal, just the elements are of this form. So we can write that t1 and t2 all are subset of s, maybe subset equal, so we can write this. Then if b equals to 0, then a plus b root 2 is equals to just a, that means belongs to z only, so which is also subset of s we can write. So concluding this and this, we can write that t1 union t2 union z is subset of s. They all belongs to s, and their union obviously belongs to s. So option A is correct. Now to check option B and C, we need the concept of sequence. we need to know about the sequence that x to the power n tends to 0 when 0 less than x less than 1 and x to the power n tends to infinity if x is greater than 1, correct? Now here root 2 is equals to 1.414 something. So minus 1 plus root 2 is equals to 0.414 so on which is less than 1, and 1 plus root 2 is equals to 2.414 so on which is greater than 1. So we can say that minus 1 plus root 2 whole to the power n tends to 0 and 1 plus root 2 whole to the power n tends to infinity. So if I say T1 intersection the interval for option number B, T1 intersection this interval. So T1 intersection 0, 1 by 2024 is obviously not equals to 5 because T1 element of T1 tends to 0. So T1 intersection this interval there will be some value which tends to 0 because in this interval we can have so many values which is tends to 0 because just open intervals here. And similarly T2 intersection the second interval 2024 to infinity. Since the elements of T2 tends to infinity for n tends to infinity, for n tends to infinity obviously, then T2 intersection this interval will obviously not equals to 5. There will be a large number inside T2 and in this interval also, which tends to infinity. Also here you should mention that when n tends to infinity, I have skipped write that. So from these two we can write that option number B is wrong, but option number C is correct. But option number B it is mentioned that empty, but if it should be non-empty. Okay. So now for option number D. So to solve D, we need to know about complex number. It is mentioned that cos pi into a plus b root 2 plus I sin pi of a plus b root 2 belongs to z. If it belongs to z, that means integer. So obviously the imaginary part should be 0. So this implies sin pi a plus b root 2 must be 0. So if it is 0, that means in we should write pi a plus b root 2 must be of the form n pi. N pi means some integer into pi. So this implies that a plus b root 2 equals to integer, and it is only possible if b equals to 0, and obviously we can write the vice versa also. We can write the vice versa also. It is an if and only if this. If b 0, then this is integer and this is 0, so sine is 0. And if sine is 0, that means for m pi type of form, sine is 0 and cos is none other than plus minus 1, which is belongs to z. So option number D is also correct. So we can conclude that option A, option C and option D is only correct. If you write this, you will get plus So here we have used nothing but binomial theorem, a plus b whole to the power n form. Then we have to solve the option number A. And for B and C, we have used the concept of sequence. That means n tends to 0 for n tends to infinity when 0 less than x less than 1 for this case, and x to the power n tends to infinity when n tends to infinity where x greater than 1. And in option D, we have used the concept of complex number, that e to the power I pi x belongs to z when x is equals to an integer. We have used this concept only, which is from complex number. Thanks for watching the video. In the next video, we will solve JEE Advanced 2024 Paper 1 Section 2 question number 6, which is also an MSQ type question. If you find the video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. And till then, stay tuned. Have a great day ahead.